Alright y'all, what's up? We're back and we've been down a week. We lost one of our motors earlier this previous week and it just decided it was just time to blow up. But we've had 3,000 hours on our old motors, and what we had on originally in the boat, we had inline Mercury 350 400s. And so I bought those motors from a guy down in South Florida, and we had about 600-700 hours on them when we first got them. Now they have about 3,000, and the outside motor decided it was his time, and we reordered motors to try to improve the boat's speed, its fuel economy, and overall just try to minimize some problems that we were just having from running old motors. So now that we got the 400s on, we got the new V10s. Here they are. New V10 400s from Mercury. They're only a year from being announced and showcased. So they're very new motors. Nobody has any parts or pieces for them really right now. We had to find some people in Alabama to get props from, because they take a specific prop, because the lower units on these motors are huge, and hopefully we're going to minimize lower unit problems too with these big high performance boats having these big old lower units on them. So we went from a 21 pitch prop to 29 pitch prop, and this thing's a beast. But I want to do a video on what this boat does with V10 400s. Not a lot of videos of the V10s out, so I want to show y'all what we're getting with this boat, and I'll discuss about what the performance was with the 350s versus these new motors. Man, it's night and day difference. But we're about to get on a plane, and then I'll show you guys what we're getting. Alright y'all, so the performance wise is just amazing compared to the old inline 6 350s. And so before we were getting around like 0.65 to 0.68 on average with our fuel economy, and now we're seeing numbers around 0.8, 0.75, and that's a lot better than what we got in the older motors. But I think right now we have 5 people on the boat, full on fuel. So I think with full of ice, we take about 20 baskets of ice, and we take about 8 people on average on a trip. I think that our fuel economy is more going to be around 0.75. That's more a realistic number. I don't want y'all to be deceived by seeing that 0.8 to 0.9. And I think light on fuel and light on weight, I think this boat can be a 1 mile an hour boat with like maybe half fuel and 1 person on the boat, or one mile to the gallon. I think that's where it could be at, but that's not realistic numbers. And most people post those numbers and say, look, my boat's getting this, and Freeman, all the boat companies will do that, but that's not realistic numbers. I want to give you guys a realistic test with, you know, real weights that you're gonna just kind of bring on the boat when you're actually gonna fish it and use it. So, but when I ran the boat yesterday by myself, we got 73.5, and that's because we kind of got a flat spot in the channel where I could let it rip, and we had some boats in the way and stuff, so we couldn't really get a nice calm spot to let it really air out. But I think light on weight, this is a mid 70 mile an hour boat, and we went from getting like a max speed of like 61 to 64 mile an hour to now we're at pretty much 71 to 74 mile an hour. So I think, you know, we gained 10 mile an hour from going up by 50 horsepower in each engine, and I think the new 400s are outdo the old 400s 10 to 1, especially in our case when we got a heavy boat, heavy load, and we're putting in the work. You know, if we were running a smaller boat, needed smaller motors, then the old inline 6s are obviously the better case, or the new V8s. But right now I'm really happy with the boat. I'm really happy with the way it performs. I just wanted to give you guys realistic numbers of what the new V10s are getting on pretty much the Freeman platforms. I'm running a RazorCat, 42-foot RazorCat with quad V10s. It's very comparable to the 42 Freeman, but overall, you know, I'm happy with the boat, happy with the way it performs. If we can manage around 0.8 with a full load of people, that's a home run. I don't know a boat out there that does that fully loaded. There's a lot of big boats like this that'll show 0.8, 0.9, but that's light on fuel or light on people, one of the two, where the weight's just a major difference. But other things I wanted to share in the video is that we're running the V10s with the 29 pitch props. I went from running a 21 pitch prop on the inline 6s, and we were turning about 6,100 RPMs on those motors. And with these motors, I think we can go down a little bit in pitch, maybe to the 27 pitch props, and we get more around 6,000, maybe a little bit better fuel economy. But until I start running some charters, we're gonna have to run these props in order to foil them, because the props are like double the size of the old props and double the price. So, but I hope this video, if you're interested in getting a V10, I hope this helps. I was looking to buy them, and you know, I kind of just had to just take some risk, and then it's buying a new product and not knowing much about it. You know, Freeman's made some videos about it, but they're not that great of videos. They just kind of show you what the speed is, and the guy tells you what the fuel economy is, but that's honestly not the real fuel economy if you're going to fish that boat and actually use it. But thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for some more fishing videos with the new boat with the new motors. So see y'all.